Almost 1 year ago, I started my cycling journey with the aim of becoming a better cyclist. Today's video is a bit of a recap / review of my 2023 on the bike. What have I achieved and how much better have I become? Be sure to watch until the end of the video because I'll also be doing my final FTP test of 2023. Anyway, I started this adventure by riding both a RAM test and an FTP test to see what my level was at the start of the journey. Going from barely cycling straight to an FTP test was a bit of a horrible experience, but according to the RAM test, I had an FTP of 198 watts, while the 20-minute FTP test gave me a more realistic result of 190 watts. These results were pretty terrible, but it was merely the starting point of this journey. So on that same day, I set myself a new goal that by the end of 2023, I wanted an FTP between 225 and 250 watts. But that wasn't my only cycling goal in 2023. Firstly, I simply wanted to ride more consistently. In 2023, I rode 2,500 kilometers, an average of 2.5 hours per week. Honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about that. At the start of the year, I didn't specify how much I wanted to ride, but I guess I just expected more. That being said, I think there's two valid reasons for this. Most of my rides are indoor on Zwift, so my rides are naturally shorter than if I would have done them outdoors, and whenever I did ride outdoors, I rode for longer. But also next to that, I simply underestimated how busy I was going to be in 2023, and it's all the little things combined, but also some major things that happened in my life. For example, I got married, I moved to a different country, I traveled multiple times per month, both for work and personal level. Every time I build a training habit, a life event caused that habit to break. But I do want to do better, so in 2024, I want to ride at least 5,000 kilometers. And just like in 2023, most of those kilometers will be on Zwift. I've been using their indoor training platform for the last 2 years, and I honestly can't imagine my cycling journey without Zwift. They just released annual memberships, allowing you to save 17% compared to the monthly memberships. And if you're looking for a smart trainer, I use their Zwift Hub 1, and I'm extremely happy with it. So if you want to sign up for Zwift's annual memberships or want to buy a Zwift Hub 1 smart trainer, check out the links in the description. When I started 2023, I wanted to lose 100 kg. No, I didn't want to lose 100 kgs. I would barely exist. When I started 2023, I wanted to lose 10 kgs because I was 110 kgs at the start of the year, and I wanted to go under 100 kgs. Long story short, I failed. I'm basically the exact same weight as I started the year with, so hey, not great, but I know why. I just didn't look after my nutrition. So next year, I want to do exactly that. I want to complete what I couldn't this year, basically losing 10 kgs and reaching under 100 kgs. So I didn't lose weight this year, and my consistency wasn't exactly through the roof. But have I achieved my main objective this year? Have I become a better cyclist? I'm happy to say that's a massive yes, and I can prove it. Before we take a look at my data, I think my achievements speak for themselves. I won my first Zwift race, I climbed my first mountain called Ordino, I conquered Oude Kwaremont for the first time, and I climbed Alpe Zwift for the first time. There's so many things that I did in 2023 that I wouldn't have been able to do before, and that I probably didn't think I'd be able to do ever. But when I take a look at my data, my watts confirm that I improved massively. Here's an overview of how my power records improved month by month during 2023. The only months that I didn't break a power record were August and September, when I barely rode my bike because I was moving to the UK. But I improved across the board, both my short-term and long-term efforts. And the beautiful thing is, I'm nowhere near my ceiling. But next year, I won't 100% focus on my absolute watts. I want to focus on my watts relative to my weight. So watts per kilo. In other words, if I can increase my absolute watts while losing weight, then my watts per kilo will grow massively. Anyway, this video is not over yet. It's time for my final FTP test of 2023. And once again, I'll do both a RAM test and a 20-minute FTP test. Quick reminder, I did multiple RAM tests throughout 2023, achieving 198 watts in January, 227 in March, and 257 in July. But I'm not confident I can beat that last result today because during August and September, my fitness spiraled downwards a bit and I'm still on the uptrend to getting to that level again. But anyway, we won't know unless we try. Let's go. I'm trying to just focus on the cadence. Gotta keep it around 80. There it is, 242 watts, so about 15 watts under what I did last time, but holy crap, that was suffering. As I expected, slightly under my last ramp test, but I'm still happy. It's still an improvement of nearly 25% compared to the first ramp test I did in January. But I noticed throughout the year that a 20-minute FTP test more accurately represents my actual 1 hour power because it simulates the endurance more than a ramp test does. That's why I'm also doing a 20-minute FTP test. Once again, a reminder that my FTP test result in January was 190 watts. So we're starting off with a bit of a warm-up, but then the actual FTP test will start. I'll try and go for 230 in the first half and then see what I can do in the second half. Let's go. Halfway, 233 average. Why am I doing this to myself? 222 watts is my FTP according to this 20-minute FTP test. I can't lie, I'm a bit disappointed that I didn't reach the 225 watts that I set out for myself at the start of the year. But I also wasn't on my best day today, so I shouldn't beat myself up over it. But judging the entire year, I am really happy with the step I've made from January until now, especially with the things I've achieved. Climbing Cold Ordino was a massive achievement for me.
Yes!
Same for the Zwift. We fucking did it! Yes! And it's made me realize that any aim I set out for myself is possible as long as I work hard for it. So I want to finish off by declaring my goals for 2024. I said it already, but I want to ride 5,000 kilometers. I want to lose 10 kilograms. I want to win a competitive Zwift race and promote myself from a category D Zwift racer to category C. I want to climb Alpe du Zwift in 1 hour and 40 minutes, which is 16 minutes faster than my previous performance. I'm running out of fingers, but I also want to climb Cold Ordino in 1 hour and 20 minutes, which is 30 minutes faster than this year. But there's so much more. I want to climb Mont Ventoux on Zwift for the first time. Want to ride my first Sportive. Want to ride Paris-Roubaix cobbles. Want to climb proper Flemish cobbles, not just the Outer Quartermont alone. So there's so much I want to do next year, and I can't wait to take you along on that journey. And at the end of next year, I just want to feel like I've become once again a better cyclist. Thanks for watching today's video, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.